Welcome back to AM Northwest. Today is tax day. Why am I saying it with a smile? I don't know. But even better, it's National Laundry Day. And who better to celebrate that than with our friend Patric Richardson? He is the author of Laundry Love and House Love. Happy Laundry Day, Patric.
Happy Laundry Day to you. So excited. It's my favorite day of the whole year.
I bet it is. You're so adorable. Okay, you have a new stain library. Tell me about that. That sounds interesting.
It's amazing. So I like to do demos on YouTube so that people can actually see me remove a wine stain or a grass stain or a blueberry stain. And so what's great is we put it together on my website so that you could type in, like, I need to remove red wine, and you can actually see the demo happen.
Oh, great.
And people ask, like, whenever we do segments where we get questions from the viewer, I'm going to make those videos and add them to the stain library. So as we get questions, I'm going to keep building the library out.
That's a great idea. I love that. You talk about 3 categories of stains. So describe those to me.
Yeah, so there's what I'm going to call inorganic, which is like man-made color. Like the example I think a lot of people can come to are like ink or like dye, even like Kool-Aid. But the one example that I'll bet a lot of your viewers know is like your eyebrow pencil.
Yes.
It's man-made color. And man-made color is really easy. You just take it out with a horsehair brush and a bar of laundry soap. You wet the brush, run it across the bar, and then attack the stain and it comes right out.
That is great. But you're right. I would think that makeup is a man-made thing that people worry about. Okay, let's try what makes an organic stain.
That's most like food things. It's red wine, it's blueberries, it's strawberries, it's blood, it's grass stains. It's any of those sorts of things. And they're really pretty easy. You just take them out with oxygen bleach. Just throw a tablespoon of oxygen bleach in a bowl of hot water and dip the stain in. And it'll turn color. And the second it turns color, you can toss it in the washer. There's a fun trick about this. If your friends bring wine over and you spill red wine, cheap red wine will turn tan, and expensive red wine will turn periwinkle blue.
So now I can tell how much my friends spent on the wine. Oh, I'll know that now. I guess they really don't like me. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Well, everybody loves you, Helen. That's not even an option.
They just didn't spend the money. I get what you're saying. That's interesting. Okay, so let's say, regardless of the type of wine, how do you get those out?
You're just going to dip them in the oxygen bleach.
Oh, the same thing. Okay.
And then the third kind is oily. Oily stains come out with vinegar and water, or with like a little bit of stain solution. And this is butter, salad dressing, cooking oil. It could also be like motor oil. It could be something man-made. It could be like an oil you use on your face or on your hair. And it will come out with an oily stain remover or just usually vinegar and water.
Okay. Tell me, so I would think lipstick would be considered an oily stain.
It is. And lipstick is one of the 2 hardest stains I know to remove. And you actually do both things. It's oily and it's man-made color. So you just spray it with your vinegar and water, blot, and then scrub with your soap and a brush, and it will come right out. And if it's really good lipstick, sometimes you have to do it twice.
Yeah.
It will come right out.
Because I know a lot of women are wearing more permanent lipstick, and that does take a little bit. Like I love my cloth napkins, and getting that out of cloth napkins, it seems kind of challenging.
Yeah, so just some vinegar and water, blot it, and then scrub with the soap and a brush. The vinegar actually cuts the oil, and then the soap and the brush lifts out the color.
You touched on the hardest stains to get out, and you mentioned barbecue sauce.
Yes, the hardest one. And the way you take it out is you spray with vinegar and water, you blot it, and then you dip it in oxygen bleach. So you dip it in your bowl of oxygen bleach water. And what's going to happen is the vinegar is going to break down the oil in the barbecue sauce, and then the oxygen bleach is going to lift like the tomato and the brown sugar and all the parts of it that you really love. But then it will wash right out. But it is, out of everything I've ever tested, it's the hardest stain to remove.
Okay, you've got something called, or a line on mystery stains. Like, how do you figure out, if you don't know what it is, how do you figure out what it is and then how to approach cleaning it?
Right. You start with the most gentle thing. So the most gentle thing is going to be your vinegar and water.
Sure.
You can spray this on. Vinegar and water is safe on pretty much anything. So spray the vinegar and water on and then blot it. Let it sit a couple minutes and run water through it. If it's gone, you're good. If it's not, then you want to go to like your next most gentle thing, which would be soap and a brush. You just wet the brush, run it across the bar, and attack the stain. Let it sit about 10 minutes and then rinse. If that doesn't work, you move up to like an oily, like a stain remover, like literally a laundry stain remover. Let it sit about 10 minutes and rinse. And last but not least, this will work no matter what. I've even taken out stains that are over 70 years old with this.
What?
You put some stain remover on the stain, then sprinkle oxygen bleach on top, because oxygen bleach is a powder. Rub it in with your fingers and let it rest. And then after an hour or 2 hours, run the hottest possible tap water straight through it. And that will take it out kind of no matter what.
Wow. Okay, I've got one for you. I think I might stump you with this one. So I like to paint with a... You're like, go ahead. Go ahead. Throw it at me, Helen. Go ahead. Okay, so I like to paint with acrylic paints. And I cannot tell you how many times, even though I think I'm going to just be there for a second, I will get acrylic paint on my pants or my shirt. How do you get acrylic paint out of your clothing?
So this is a really funny trick, and it works if you have like municipal water. It doesn't work if you have well water, because you need the chlorine in it to do it.
Okay.
You soak it for 24 hours and then change the water. Soak it for 24 hours and change the water. Soak it again for 24 hours and change the water. So you're at 3 days.
Wow.
After 3 days, you take something like the edge of a credit card and scrape it off and then scrub it with a brush.
Yeah, because that would peel off the paint.
Right, and then whatever's down in the fibers will still come loose. But what you've done is you basically resaturated that paint enough to lift it out. But I have found it really takes 3 days because chlorine off gases. So after like 24 hours, the chlorine is gone. That's why you have to keep changing the water.
Wow. Oh, I didn't stump you. Darn it. Darn it.
Well, yeah, some other.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I get to talk to you more, Helen. So
there you go. All right, we want to ask our viewers, if you have a cleaning question or a laundry question for Patrick, just send a note to amnw@katu.com with the subject line, question for Patrick. And also, even better is if you could send us a picture of that stain and what it's on so Patrick can look at it and figure it out. Patrick, you are amazing. The author of Laundry Love and House Love, Patric Richardson. Thank you so. Happy Laundry Day.
Happy Laundry Day to you. This is so corny, but I have to wash you a happy laundry day.
All right, we'll be right back with more. More in Northwest. Don't go away.